This is about a mother who lived with her doubts and never ever stopped serving. A great mother, an Albanian Roman Catholic nun who came to India in 1929, and now the world knows her as an Indian, honored with Nobel Peace Prize and canonized as Saint Teresa of Calcutta. A very beautiful, simple human being, dressed in her white sari with blue border, stepped into the streets of Calcutta and bent down to touch the sick, to feed the hungry, and to comfort the dying. And to all those she served, she was God's love in flesh, filled with unshakable faith and closeness to God. But, my dear friends, do you know that all this while she was carrying a storm within? She was struggling within, struggling with doubt, struggling with spiritual emptiness. Yes, and she wrote about all this in her letters to her confessor. Now, all these letters were put together and published in the form of a book, Come Be My Light, after she died. And in these letters, she wrote, despite her sacrificial service, she experienced a prolonged dark night and agonized over a sense of God's absence, no longer feeling Jesus' presence. Seeing so much suffering and so much pain in the world, in her letters, she also wrote that in the quiet hours of prayer, she felt nothing and even felt her prayers were unanswered. In one of the letters, she has also mentioned that I feel that God does not want me. The silence is so great. I look and I do not see. I listen and I do not hear. For nearly 50 years, my dear friends, she walked through this inner night, asking herself at times if God even existed. So, why am I reading all this to you? Because I want to show you that how, with all these feelings within her, she continued to serve humanity with so much of positivity and smile on her face. She has given the world a wonderful lesson of humanity. She was very, very honest with her doubt, and her greatness lies in her response. She kept serving and loving despite her inner struggle. She brought love and comfort to the poorest of the poor, smiling, serving, and speaking about God's love. She showed the world that faith is not only about feeling God's love, but choosing to live love even when the soul feels dark. So the beauty is her greatness, and her greatness lay not in never doubting, but in loving anyway. So, what I want to convey, my dear friends, as an educator, is that no matter what is going on within us, whichever religion we follow, whether we pray or we do not pray, whether we believe in God or we do not believe, whatever our problems are, we still can be human. We can spread happiness, we can spread love, We can spread humanity. We can spread the feeling of brotherhood. That is important. To show empathy to each other. When in today's world, when there is so much of hatred around, don't you think it is important to remember such great people and the great lessons that they have imparted by example? So, what are these lessons that Mother Teresa has passed on to us and we need to remember? These are faith in commitment, faith in perseverance, love in action matters, doubt does not cancel devotion, service can itself be prayer. And remember, faith shines brightest not in times of certainty, but in persistence through doubt. So, my dear brothers and sisters and friends in the world, not only in my own country, India, but all over, let's promise to ourselves to spread love and make this world a better place to live in, not only for us, but for our future generations to come. Thank you.